Hey everybody, what is going on? My name is Caesar the Pleaser. We're back with some more Katawa Shoujo, and something you guys might have noticed, there's no little border in the corners anymore. I figured out after this fucking long that I can actually hide that. So that's cool. But anyway, let's go on with some more Katawa Shoujo. Let's see how far we can get. It's a wonderful day today. It's fucking raining, and I'm intense. Let's go. Alright, so let's start off with the voice acting. Alright. I was so sure that she stopped doing that once you two became friends. Everyone has their own pace, I suppose. Well, I was wondering about just that today. Why exactly does she leave? I'm not entirely sure myself. I personally think it's because she doesn't want to be put into a situation where she has to answer someone. I have a flashback of my first meeting with her when I thought she looked like a cornered animal, sorry. Maybe I wasn't far from the truth. But she seems fine with talking to you and with me, a bit. It's a little more complex than that. I imagine that the first thing most people ask her about is her scars and what happened. She really talks about it with me, but I could tell that she doesn't like to remember whatever happened back then. Leaving class and running away from the discussions is her preemptive strike, if you will. Huh. So, then how does that explain her talking to me? You said it yourself yesterday at breakfast. You tried to ignore her scars. Once she said that you weren't going to ask her about that, she opened herself up to you. Aww. It's cute. I guess you're right. Maybe. I don't know. You know her better than I, so I'll take your word for it. I wouldn't worry about that. I'm sure you'll come to know her as well as I do soon enough. I welcome the prospect of her having a new friend, and the two of you have such similar interests. Wait, hold up a second, baby. What are you talking about? What could you possibly be talking about? I'm so clueless. My name is Sal. Come on, Sal! Fuck! Well, I hardly count reading as a team sport. It is good enough to have company, though. That's my point. Hanako's still an average person at heart. She also wants company at times like that. Huh. I see. I think. To be honest, both of you still confuse me a little bit. That's only natural, Hasao. We've only known each other for a little while. It's unreasonable to expect you to understand us, just as we can't understand you. But that is half the fun of becoming friends, right? Yes it is. Although, I suppose there is a matter of us being opposite genders. Men and women do seem to confuse each other quite often. She says this with a light giggle, fighting to confuse it at the odd little titles of life. I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to start eating. Oh, go ahead. I think I'll eat something too. I got some books I wanted to drop off at the library before classes start, so I better get a move on. You'll probably find Hanako there as well. If you do see her, can you tell her to stop by my room later tonight? I'd like to talk to her. You're not coming? Unfortunately, I have class representatives meeting later, so I'll be gone as soon as I finish my lunch. Alright then. If I don't see her in the library, then I'll tell her in class. I'm sure she'll be back after lunch. We fall silent as we start to eat, and I take a second to reflect on our conversation. Let me see something. Alright, cool. I've always thought that Hanako's shyness was simply due to her being self-conscious about her scars. Sal, you can't be looking to it way too much, man. You just gotta let things happen. Let it prosper, if you will. I gotta take a sip of my water. Hold up. I never realized how fucking amazing water was, to be quite honest with you guys. Like, it was just like yesterday. I was just drinking a bottle of water of, Dasani. Product loser! And I was like, dude, water's so fucking tasty. But anyway, sorry about that. But that is a pretty superficial way of looking at her. Just when I thought I was able to see through the fog of Lily Hanako, I realized that I'm more lost than when I started. Lily quickly finishes her lunch, acutely aware of her meaning. I don't blame her. Shizune is most likely going to be there, and I doubt she wants to give her satisfaction of another argument. I must be off. Same time tomorrow? Same time, same channel. I better head off too. I don't want to risk being late. Lily smiles gently, picks up her cane, and walks out to the hallway. I turn my back to Lily as we head to the opposite directions. For some reason, I find myself hoping she doesn't get to another fight with Shizune. Oh, what a flashback. Oh. As much as I like Lily, Shizune and Misha have been pretty instrumental in helping me adjust, even if half our conversations are thinly veiled recruitment attempts. Then again, I barely know either of them. Maybe they were previously leaders of some sort of some kind of secret society. Conversations. Wait, what? No, conspiracies. Why the fuck did I say conversation? It's fucking anyway. But their love for each other drove them apart. Man, I need to stop reading cheap fiction. It's running my brain. Either that or I've got to move away from Kenji and his bad influence. Probably that is Sal. You never know. It's sad that I can't tell the two apart anymore. I slammed my books down the return chute and they crashed into the cart with a pleasant thud. Yuko, however, doesn't seem as impressed as I. Sal, you scared me! Sorry, I thought you'd be used to that by now. Sorry about that. Sorry, I thought you would be used to that by now. Or is the literacy level here so low that nobody borrows any books? Huh? No, I think everyone here can read fine. Yeah, never mind. That was a joke! Get it? There are some battles that you can never win. I'm trying to explain just as one of them. My dad taught me in the hard way. Say, Yuko, have you seen Hanako about? What the fuck? Have you seen Hanako about? Have you... What? It's Sal. Do you know grammar? What the fuck? Anyway, she left class early, but she wasn't in her usual hiding place. I think I saw her sneak in before lunch. Oh, but I'm not supposed to tell anyone that. Dang! Oh, me neither. I'm not gonna tell anyone either. Don't worry. I'll be quiet. Here. I just told you that I saw her leave. No need to stress out. Oh, of course. She's probably in the back. Thanks. Got any new book? Got any new books recently? No, sorry. I'll let you know when we do though. Alright. If there's one thing I know about librarians, part-time or otherwise, it's that they appreciate people to take a genuine interest in their work. I walk the now familiar path to Hanako's reading nook, picking out a few titles along the way. Sometimes I find it hard to discover a book that will interest me among the shelves. An author's name and a two-word title don't mean much in the sea of similar words. For that reason, I sometimes reread books that I read in the past. Oh hey, me too! Oh my god! But it's bet on the favorite than a new runner. An unfamiliar title from the familiar author peeks out among the spines of its neighbors, so I removed it from the shelf. At least, I'm not going over old material. Why hello! How are you? I suspect that Hanako sits on her beanbag, buried deep in her copy of Dance, Dance, Dance. I think I read that. What the fuck? Okay. Hi Hanako, how's it going? I fight back the urge to ask why she left class early. If Lily's suspicions were right, then asking her about that could have been the opposite effect. You know, that is a good point actually. Best to do for the time being. Sometimes the best way to get an answer for someone is to never ask the question. Hello, Sal. I'm fine. Something seems off, and after a couple of seconds, I realize what it is. Hanako's smiling. Wait, what? Huh. Well, I mean, yesterday she was smiling too, so... Well, yesterday to you guys, this is a different session of recording. Huh. Alright, whatever. She look... What the fuck played? Can you get any louder? Fuck. Sorry, I live next to LAX, so it's just constant fucking planes. Anyway, she looks as if she's pleased to see me. Oh, that's so cute! It's a nice change for the usual. You see the really frightening reaction. It's something I hope I can see more of as we get to know each other better. Good to hear. How's that book? I've heard it's a trip. It's good, I think. I've only just started it, so I don't really know. Fair enough. Let me know how it goes. I may borrow it once you're done. Sure. There's a good 15 minutes left in lunch. Not enough to really get into a book, but too much to stand around doing nothing. And Hanako's already returned to her reading, so I doubt I'll get much conversation from her. Oh well, I better make myself comfortable. Yo, tell her what the fuck. Tell her what Lily said. I slapped you to a beanbag and crack open my book. The familiar style and the authors leap out at me from the very first line. As the sentences turn into paragraphs, I start to relax a little. But no matter how much I try, I can't seem to get myself into the atmosphere of the book. This is partly due to the lack of time, but the more distracting factor is Hanako. Oh. Every 10 seconds or so, she peeks over the top of her book, but when our eyes meet, she quickly ducks behind the covers. Oh! Well then, give me 1 second, people. I want to just give me 1 sec. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, she likey. Ooh, just talking you. It's okay to get checked out by girls. It's completely 100% okay. You know. I'm a player, so I know because I went in private. I'm kidding. I love that. I guess she did want to talk about something after all.